In the dawn of the jet age, a single aircraft would redefine aerial combat and set the stage for the future of fighter design. With its distinctive swept wings and legendary dogfights, the North American F-86 Sabre became an icon of innovation and courage. This is the story of the Sabre, how it shaped the skies and changed the course of military aviation. The North American F-86 Sabre, often simply called the Sabre, was a jet fighter that marked a turning point in aerial warfare. Designed and built by North American Aviation in the United States, the F-86 was among the first operational swept-wing jet fighters in the world. Entering service with the U.S. Air Force in 1949, it quickly became renowned for its agility, speed, and effectiveness in combat. The Sabre was not just a technological leap, it was a symbol of the new era of jet-powered flight, serving as the backbone of American air power during the early years of the Cold War. The F-86 Sabre's origins trace back to the closing months of World War II, when advances in jet propulsion and aerodynamics were rapidly transforming aviation. North American Aviation, already known for the P-51 Mustang, began developing a new jet fighter to meet emerging U.S. Air Force requirements. The initial design featured straight wings, but early test results and intelligence about German swept-wing research prompted a radical redesign. Engineers adopted a 35-degree swept wing, inspired by captured German data, to reduce drag and improve performance at high speeds. The prototype first took to the skies on October 1, 1947. The Sabre's development was marked by intense competition with other early jets, but its blend of innovation, reliability, and adaptability set it apart. By 1949, the F-86 was ready for frontline service, just in time to face the challenges of a new conflict in Korea. The F-86 Sabre was a single-seat, all-metal jet fighter with a length of just over 37 feet and a wingspan of 37 feet. Its most distinctive feature was its swept-back wings, which allowed it to approach transonic speeds and improved its handling in high-speed maneuvers. Powered by a General Electric J47 turbojet engine, the Sabre could reach speeds of up to 687 miles per hour and climb to altitudes exceeding 49,000 feet. The cockpit was designed with pilot visibility and ergonomics in mind, featuring a bubble canopy for a wide field of view. The airframe was robust yet relatively lightweight, balancing durability with agility. The F-86's structure and systems reflected the cutting-edge technology of the late 1940s, combining aerodynamic efficiency with practical maintainability. Over time, the Sabre would be produced in several variants, each refining its performance and capabilities to meet evolving combat needs. The F-86 Sabre was initially armed with 6.50 caliber M3 Browning machine guns mounted in the nose, providing formidable firepower for air-to-air combat. Later variants, such as the F-86F and F-86H, were equipped with 20mm cannons for greater destructive capability. The Sabre could also carry bombs and rockets, enabling it to perform ground attack missions in addition to its primary air superiority role. Its radar-ranging gunsight was a significant advancement, allowing pilots to more accurately track and engage enemy aircraft. The Sabre's avionics and control systems were designed for reliability and ease of use in the demanding environment of aerial combat. With its combination of speed, maneuverability, and firepower, the F-86 was a versatile platform capable of excelling in both dogfights and ground attack sorties. These systems made the Sabre a formidable opponent, particularly against the Soviet-built MiG-15, its main adversary in the skies over Korea. The F-86 Sabre's combat debut came during the Korean War, where it quickly established itself as a dominant force. Facing off against the MiG-15 in the first large-scale jet-versus-jet battles, the Sabre's performance and the skill of its pilots led to a favorable kill ratio, though exact numbers remain debated. The Sabre's agility and firepower allowed it to protect Allied bombers, challenge enemy fighters, and secure air superiority over the Korean peninsula. Beyond Korea, the F-86 was exported to over 20 countries and saw service in numerous Cold War conflicts, from the Indo-Pakistani Wars to the Middle East. Its adaptability and reliability made it a popular choice for Allied air forces, and it continued to serve in various roles: fighter, interceptor, and even trainer long after its retirement from U.S. frontline service. The Sabre's operational history is a testament to its robust design and the pivotal role it played in shaping post-war air combat.
The F-86 Sabre's strengths lay in its advanced aerodynamic design and balanced performance. Its swept wings gave it a critical edge in speed and maneuverability over earlier straight-wing jets. The Sabre was highly responsive, allowing skilled pilots to exploit its handling in dogfights and high-speed engagements. Its robust construction and reliable engine contributed to a high operational readiness rate, even in the harsh conditions of the Korean Peninsula. The Sabre's gunsight and weapons systems provided effective firepower, and its adaptability allowed for multiple mission profiles. Perhaps most importantly, the F-86 helped forge the tactics and doctrines that would define jet fighter operations for decades to come. Its success in combat and export popularity underscored its reputation as one of the most effective early jet fighters in history. Despite its many strengths, the F-86 Sabre was not without limitations. As a subsonic aircraft, it was eventually outclassed by newer supersonic fighters capable of higher speeds and altitudes. Early models relied solely on machine guns, requiring pilots to close to short range for effective engagement, a challenge against fast-moving targets. The absence of air-to-air missiles in its initial variants limited its reach in combat, especially as missile technology became standard. Over time, the Sabre's design was surpassed by more advanced aircraft, and it was gradually retired from frontline service. Nonetheless, its weaknesses were a reflection of the rapid pace of technological change, rather than any fundamental flaw in its design. For historical context, the North American F-86 Sabre should be read as a product of a specific requirement, not as an isolated machine. It was built by North American Aviation for United States, with the intended role of early swept-wing jet fighter. Its first flight is recorded as October 1, 1947, and its service entry is recorded as 1949 with the U.S. Air Force. Those dates matter because they place the aircraft inside the technology, doctrine, budget pressure, and threat assumptions of its era. The technical story also depends on how the airframe connected structure, propulsion, systems, and crew workload. Key recorded details include crew, 1 pilot, engine, General Electric J-47 turbojet, structure, swept-wing all-metal jet fighter, weapons, 6.50 caliber machine guns or cannon on later variants, mission, air superiority, interception, and fighter-bomber operations. In practical terms, an aircraft is never just an engine or a wing. Range, speed, radar, sensors, targeting equipment, weapons, avionics, fuel capacity, maintenance access, and mission planning all decide whether the design can do useful work repeatedly. The operational record of the North American F-86 Sabre is tied to Korean War, Cold War export service. Those examples show how the aircraft performed away from brochures and test figures. Combat service, patrol work, reconnaissance, training, deterrence, and deployment tempo all reveal different truths. A design that looks strong on paper still depends on crews, spare parts, weather, basing, intelligence, rules of engagement, and the ability to return for another sortie. The main strength of the North American F-86 Sabre was effective swept-wing handling, strong performance against early jet opponents, important step toward mature jet fighter doctrine. That strength did not mean perfection. It meant the aircraft gave commanders a useful answer to a real problem. The best way to judge it is to ask what mission it made easier, what earlier limitation it solved, and whether operators kept trusting it after the first years of service. The main weakness and limitation of the North American F-86 Sabre was subsonic limits. Early guns-only versions required close-range combat, superseded by missile-era supersonic fighters. Its later status is best summarized as retired as newer supersonic fighters entered service. Every military aircraft eventually needs newer sensors, newer missiles, changed budgets, aging structures, and different doctrine. That is why the final verdict has to balance reputation against evidence, what the aircraft promised, what it actually delivered, and what it cost to keep useful. Today, the North American F-86 Sabre stands as a symbol of innovation, courage, and the relentless pursuit of air superiority. Its impact on aviation history is undeniable, bridging the gap between propeller-driven fighters and the supersonic jets that followed. The Sabre's legacy lives on in museums, airshows, and the memories of those who flew and maintained it. As we look back on the era it helped define, the F-86 remains a testament to the ingenuity and determination of its creators.
For more stories of aviation's greatest achievements, subscribe and join us as we explore the aircraft that shaped our world.